Hey guys, it's Courtney and Seth here today, and today we are going to be doing a review of the Mardi Gras season here at Universal Orlando for 2022. Going to be highlighting some of the highlights of the event, the food, the parade, and letting you guys know maybe what you can expect next year, what's returning this year, and of course, if you should come next year, and kind of just give you a little bit of a view of what you might see while you're here. We are on our way right now from Hard Rock on the Garden Pathway. We're going to head right into the studios and see what they have, but of course, if you'd like to join us, let's go. So welcome to Universal's Mardi Gras event. Let's go ahead and head inside the gates and see what we can find.
So when you first come into Universal for Mardi Gras, pretty much you're going to run right into the French Quarter, which is where they're going to have most of the food and beverage locations and stations for you to get some of your Mardi Gras dining on.
So I'm going to try and get one of the tasting cards for Mardi Gras. I think you can get them at most locations, so I just got the one with the shortest line here. I'm going to see if I can pick us up one. So we got the food and beverage card for Mardi Gras. They do have a deal where if you buy $120 worth, they give you a credit for $150. So you get that difference for free. You can use this at most locations for food and beverages. We also have one of our tasting lanyards from years past. I did verify with the team member that we can use that one as well, just like this one. But it did come with a lanyard here, and here's the card. And it's not supposed to expire, but I'm sure we'll use it all this trip. But we'll try to show you guys just a couple things that we get with this so we can sample some food. So we are going to have our first stop for food here at this stand. We're going to be getting the chicken and sausage jambalaya. So while Seth is in line for that, I'm going to head over here past the King and Queen to the bar near Transformers. Typically every year they do have the same bar set up, but it's only drinks, or it has been in the past. But I'll show you guys the menu over here and decide what we're gonna try. So we've made it to the bar. I'm gonna go here in the entrance and see what they've got for their options. Looks like they have a Category 5 punch, which is dark rum, passion fruit, orange, and lime juice. I'm not really sure how to say that. Some sort of mixed drink, it looks like there on the side. But they also have draft beer, canned beer, wine, and just sodas. But like I said, this stop is just for beverages. And if you guys want to view the menu for yourselves, you can scan the QR code here. So the team member recommended the Goombay Smash. She asked me if I like coconut. I said yes, so she recommended this one. But you do have a choice of either the green or the blue cup. It looks purple right now because it is color changing, but it is blue. There's actually what it looks like before. But she said it's $13 to actually purchase the cup and the drink, and you can get any of the specialty beers or the specialty drink refills for $8. So it is worth it to buy the drink if you're going to be trying to drink your way around Mardi Gras. So another thing, guys, I know I mentioned already that the cup was color changing, but so was the straw. I didn't even notice that until I got over here. But what did you get, Seth?
That's the Purple Haze.
Purple Haze.
They've had that at like every year.
Several, yeah. They've had this several events.
But you can also find that at your local grocery store.
Yep. And we both ended up getting the, what was this, Seth? Shrimp jambalaya?
Yep.
So, I'm usually not the biggest fan of the jambalaya, but they got rid of my etouffee this year. They didn't have it on the menu. So this is my, I guess, second favorite dish. So we're going to try these out and see what we think. As you can see, I'll put my hand there for some scale. It's an okay portion size, probably enough for us for lunch if we got like a dessert after. But we'll report back here soon.
What's up? Happy Mardi Gras.
So we are going in the Mardi Gras tribute store. The theme of the store this year is a float factory. Since at the Mardi Gras parades they do have floats, so they went with that theme this year. So we're going to go ahead in and see if we can find any Easter eggs, maybe check out some merch and see what kind of snacks they have. So even starting first thing after you come in, you can see the theming for like the float concepts, as well as they just have a couple little props here as well. And let's see, they have the holiday tribute store binder as well as the HHN tribute store binder. Those have been taped down, but it looks like they're empty, just again, just for decoration. So since the theme of Mardi Gras this year is Planet Mardi Gras, you can see some of the concept art here, like the gator is in a rocket ship, as well as this, not really sure if this is supposed to be a shrimp or a crab or a lobster or what exactly, or a crawfish. He's also in his own little spaceship, as well as we have a lightning bug with some Mardi Gras headwear on. But yeah, that kind of gives you a little look into the concept art for the theme this year for Mardi Gras.
These pint glasses are also pretty awesome. I might have to grab 2 of these. So going along with the thing that they do for a lot of events throughout the year is they allow you to make a custom wax figure. In this case, it is for a gator, and it will actually make it right on the spot. In case you need a mask for Mardi Gras when you're partying, here you go.
So here's another photo spot. They did have this same throne here in the dessert party. Basically what that was a pre-event to the parade. Seth and I done that one year. It was an additional charge, but they did have this same chair here as a photo op. So they do reuse a couple things. And if you guys can see up there, that's Earl. If you don't know Earl the squirrel, he's I guess you could say a Christmas mascot for Universal. They did have a squirrel in one of their Christmas trees one year that was living in one of the fake trees. So they've really taken this joke to the next level. As you can see, it's Earl's safety tips, and he approves of clean jokes. Again, there's some more Planet Mardi Gras merchandise specific to this year's theme. Again, another look at that Planet Mardi Gras merch.
Here's another wax collectible. This one is the riverboat. Here's a really cool psychedelic looking drawstring bag. And they sort of went with the, they got these LED strips everywhere that's cycling through these colors to really go along with the mood and the theme of the shop. So down the infamous hallway here, they've got a look back at various other Mardi Gras throughout the years.
And look there, they're putting a Mardi Gras mask on Kong. That is so cute. So we're going to enter the next room here in the store. Typically this is where they have more merchandise, and it also leads you into the room with the snacks. So that's what I'm excited to try. So this is like the costume department, it looks like. I actually recognize some of these Mardi Gras outfits, especially this one. I think if I still have the photo from that floats and desserts party, some of the ladies in there were wearing that outfit. I'll try to insert it here if I could find it.
Here's a cool shirt with that image that was on one of those glasses. Louder, wilder, spicier. They've used that slogan before describing this.
So here are the treat stands. We're going to take a look at some of these, see if anything looks good. So I love this. They're using like shaker cups for the cake. It does say Mardi Gras 2022. They also have some little, I'm not sure what these are. Let's see. Oh, cookie dough balls. And they kind of look, you know, outer spacey. I know that's really not a word, but they have that look of stars in the sky, which goes along with that theme once again of Planet Mardi Gras. And there's the King Gator transport. If you guys remember, a few minutes ago I showed you the concept art for this. So they actually made something similar here for the tribute store. So we got the cookie dough ball and the king cake whoopie pie. We'll take these outside, try them, and let you guys know what we think. So we're gonna head outside, but they do just have some last minute things to look at here. There's a float from 2014, but we are going to get these tribute store collective coins. We done this during HHN and they are so cute, so we're gonna get a couple of these as well. So we did get all 4 designs. It does say, you know, to use a credit card only for those, but it was $15 for these collective coins. Let's check out what they look like. So they all have the 2022 Mardi Gras logo. The first one is the Let the Good Times Roll saying. They're in French. Then we have a Voodoo Mardi Gras coin. And then a Louder Wild, I can't even say that. Louder, Wilder, Spicier. That's one of their logos this year, or sayings. And this one just has, I don't really know what that says, but it has that, I attribute this to like the Saints. So I'm gonna call it a Saints logo. But we got all 4 of those for 15 bucks. And we also have an awesome photo spot here coming out of the store. If you guys don't know, this song, Feet Don't Fail Me Now, is played at every parade. It's kind of a saying for the whole event. So they do have this as a photo spot here as you exit the store. So Seth got the king cake whoopie pie. It was $5. And oddly enough, I got the cookie dough ball, which comes with 1, and was $4.50. So that's a big difference in how much food you get. But the cookie dough ball sounded good. We're gonna try these. We'll get back to you guys in a second on how they taste. So I just bit into this, but I will tell you right now that it is messy. I'll just show you. Look, like that. I just touched it, and all that spray. Not really sure what they use. Yeah, the dye, the food dye, is like coming off in my hand. So if you get this, be sure to grab some napkins because you are gonna need them. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of whoopie pie, so that's why I did get this. But it's okay. It's a little too gritty for me, but I did get the orange cookie dough. I was expecting something more like an orange creamsicle, but it's okay. It's not the best thing in the world, but definitely not worth $4.50 though. So something cool about the pastry that Seth got is it did come with a little candy baby inside. He's already bit it in half. He did not know that it was going to be in there. Failed to tell him that. That's something cool and traditional about this dish is that at the traditional Mardi Gras, they put the babies in the king cake, and they had something similar for this one. Alright guys, so we just got done with our first round of Mardi Gras food. We got the cookie dough ball at the tribute store, and you got the king cake whoopie pie. We both ended up getting the, what was it that we got here?
It was
Jambalaya?
the shrimp, crawfish, jambalaya.
And sausage.
Yep.
And I ended up getting the color changing cup. You can see here now it's started to get warm and it's turning back blue. But this is really good. This is, I think one of their cocktails, I guess. It's like a mixed drink, but it tastes basically like coconut and maybe like pineapple, I would say. You've had that beer before. I assume you still you still like it.
Yep.
But I really miss the etouffee. I'm super sad that they don't have it this year. The jambalaya was a little spicy to me, and I'm not a big fan of sausage, so I didn't even eat that. Seth did pull out some of the crawfish though, and it wasn't bad. I really like crab. I've just never, the whole crawfish idea with the face, it just kind of, I can't get past it, but he done that for me, so I was good with that. But what did you think of it? You've liked that in the past.
Yeah, that's good. I'm trying to locate the gumbo. I like that too. I kind of like the sauce, the spicy food, and the rice. That's really good. Yeah,
I'm not too big of a fan of that. The etouffee that I've gotten before, it's pretty mild and it had like the white rice instead of like the dirty rice that we had today. But we're gonna try and get some more snacks. We did have to refill our lanyard card.
Because
we've been using it at other restaurants too, just not for Mardi Gras food, because you can use it at different restaurants and other locations throughout the park, not just at the Mardi Gras tents. But we'll see you guys in just a sec at our next stop. So we are at the beignet stand. It has a pretty long line, but we're going to get the traditional beignets. And I may get the marshmallow pie, not 100% sure. Didn't even run that one by Seth, but we'll see how we feel once we get up to the cashier. Alright guys, so we just finished with the beignets. Last year and the years past, they did give you an option for like some chocolate sauce. Didn't see that, and they didn't ask either, so I'm assuming that they've done away with that, at least for this year. But the beignets are good as usual. They are very, very messy, so if you're wearing black like us, you have to be careful. But something cool that we did find as well we had our old Mardi Gras tasting lanyard. I can't remember if this is from last year or the year before. I think it's from the year before. And we have 2 tastings left on it. So I was able to use this for the beignets, and we have 1 more.
Yep.
So this combined with our tasting card is going to save us a good chunk of change.
Yep.
But that was good as always. We're going to try and see if we can find some other stuff to try for you guys, and we will report back. So one of the most popular stands that they have every year is the Bloody Mary stand. If you guys remember, last year this was actually in the plaza, and we're gonna go up here and see if I can use my refillable cup. So they have the mild and the spicy. Last year the mild was too spicy for me, but I'm gonna try it again this year and see if it's any better. But I was able to use my cup there and get a discount. So I got the Bloody Mary drink. It's not as pretty as the ones that they give you if you don't have the refillable cup, but I'd rather just get the discount and, you know, have the taste, of course. But this was super spicy for me last year, and it was almost too gritty. But I wanted to try it again. I feel like I should like Bloody Marys because I love those savory type of dishes and drinks. But I'm going to give it one more try this time, and I'll report back in a few. So here's the next stand that we are going to go to. Here's a quick look at the menu. I think I'm going to get the shrimp boil as well as maybe one of these drinks. Thinking maybe the Pina colada one there, but I'll show you guys a little more once we get up there. So something else to note, they do have vegetarian and gluten-free options, and they are easily marked on the menu. As you can see, the beignets and the king cake are vegetarian. I did ask the team member to wash out my cup since the last thing I had was a Bloody Mary, so she said no worries, and I'm waiting now on the Pina, Verde, and the shrimp boil. So here is the shrimp boil. It did come with several potatoes, 2 corn on the cobs, some shrimp, and some sausage. If I'm being quite honest, this is the one I'm most excited about for today. I also got the... Let me make sure I pronounced this correctly. The Pina Verde. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's a variation on Pina Colada. But I took a taste on the way over here, and it was very good. So I'll let you guys know the full review once we're done. So we are going to stop here and get the Creole crab beignets. So here are the crab beignets. It did come with 3. Seth is trying to finish off that Bloody Mary. It was just too much spice for me. But again, we're going to try and get as much as we can to show you guys, but we'll report back on this in just a moment. Alright guys, so we are back in the room for now, but we wanted to tell you what we thought about the crab beignets and the shrimp boil. So the crab beignets, excuse me, were pretty good. Seth, you kind of compared them to like a wonton, like a crab rangoon. Yeah,
it was like the same, like cream cheese.
It was it was basically the same. It was good. Ours got a little cold by the time we found a seat, so I can't 100% judge it, but flavor wise it was pretty good. Probably would have been better if it was warm. So the shrimp bowl was probably my favorite thing that we had so far. It had 2 pieces of like corn on the cob. It had plenty of sausage and shrimp, as well as some potatoes. It was probably my favorite. And I also got the, what was it called, Pina Verde drink, and it was almost like a variation of a Pina Colada, but it had a little bit more of a kick to it, almost like a spice. But it was good too. I enjoyed that. That tasting cup is coming in handy. We're going to take it with us tonight when we ride on the float. Probably get some more drinks, probably even some food too as we go. But for now, we're going to get in our king and queen attire, go back to the park, and see if we can get on that float. Hopefully we can, but of course, if not, we'll still have a great time. But we'll show you guys a little bit of the Mardi Gras scene and kind of how they're getting ready for the festivities when we get there.
And right here we've got the king and queen. We've taken a photo here before. I think in the past they've had a chair somewhere right here in the middle. But it's a perfectly beautiful photo op spot with the flowers. So even down this way they have even more. I'm probably gonna end up having to get the shrimp gumbo with rice. I like anything with that sausage. So we're gonna try the shrimp gumbo with rice.
So next thing we're gonna try is the shrimp gumbo. This looks a little bit more like my etouffee from last year. So I'm a little bit more excited about this one, but let's try it and see what we think. So we have checked in. They had 2 separate lines, one for people with virtual line and one for people with householder reservations. We've got to sign a waiver and bring it over to these people here, and now we're going to go to the next step and see what else we need to do. So they're just giving us a little bit of a brief for the basically being on the float, but they're trying to warm up the crowd here. So I am in my Mardi Gras attire. Unfortunately, we did not get the king and queen float. It is randomly assigned like weeks before. But we are going to be on the machine float tonight, which I'm super excited about. But just an FYI, if you guys ever get on a float, the rule is once you check in, you do have to put on the attire to go back out into the park. So even if you have to go to the restroom, like I just did, you do have to wear the attire and, of course, keep your wristband on. That's how they can tell you've already checked in and everything like that. So I'm gonna head back inside. So we're headed backstage. We cannot film back there, but we will see you guys once we get on the float. And there is our group. break in the parade, just wanted to show you guys around. They do give you these beads. We do have extra. They're set there. He's getting our GoPro footage, and everyone else here. There's a view of the crowd, but there's a couple of us up here, but we're just not allowed to film right, or throw right here, excuse me. So what we're gonna do is keep going once we get to about the Sahara Traders.
And this week's subscriber of the week is Supergirl009. Thanks for watching and commenting on our last video. If you too would like to be the subscriber of the week, check the comments to see how to enter.
So we are all done with the Mardi Gras celebration for our trip here at Universal Studios. I know we needed to review one more food item. What was it called again?
Shrimp gumbo.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite. I know I said the shrimp was my favorite. The shrimp bowl was my favorite so far. But this one was a little closer to the etouffee I had last year. It was just a little bit spicier, but overall I'd say that was my favorite dish. You got your own portion. I think you ended up getting your own portion.
Yeah. I think I agree. That was probably my favorite of the Mardi Gras foods that they had this year.
Yeah, it was like white rice and shrimp and sausage and just like some peppers. I gave the sausage to Seth. I'm just not a big fan of that. But it was good. We have used our little refill cup, like several times, so that was definitely worth it. You got the $8 refills, so that was good. So you're maybe asking yourself, I know this is at the end of kind of the season, but we wanted to do it towards the end of the Mardi Gras season to kind of let you guys know if you're thinking about coming next year, we definitely recommend it. It is the same old event. I know they didn't have, quite the same event last year due to COVID, but everything is definitely back to normal. The only thing they're missing is, like, I know they had the desserts and floats party, I know before that Seth and I done. They don't have that offering this year, but hopefully in the future it will return. But if you are planning a Mardi Gras trip, we definitely would recommend it. If you are thinking about getting an annual pass, another perk to that is that you can sign up early to get on a float. They release that months in advance. So we definitely recommend doing that, kind of like we did, like we showed you guys. We were able to ride
that
on a
was
float.
so fun.
And the experience of just watching the parade is awesome. We got we have so many of these at home. We ended up giving some away, but it's just an overall good experience. And it's all day, every day. The food, the atmosphere, the characters, they're all great.
Yep.
I mean, I'd say this and HHN are definitely my top two
I
events.
agree. Yeah. You can't have
Not a bad experience.
It's great.
You can't have a bad experience with this. But we hope you guys like this video. Comment. Let us know if you've ever been to this event at Universal here at Mardi Gras. And of course, please subscribe to our channel for more Universal content coming soon. But until next time, we hope to see you on the next adventure. Bye.